Hey guys, welcome to a new kind of video series that I want to do where we take a look at some of the more interesting games on itch.io, gamejolt and Steam. Today's game is the Malevolent Mansion of Evil. I downloaded this one quite a while ago with an intention of doing just a short let's play, and as you can see from the footage that I've provided, I actually did record this one as a let's play, but I've decided to turn that footage into this video, as there were a few things in this game that I feel I kind of wanted to speak about more and get this kind of series started with a bit of an interesting game. Now, the developer on itch, I did notice, has a extreme amount of games to their name. A lot of them are first-person shooters, military first-person shooters. Few games in the spirit of a lot of other ones. This one obviously was very interesting because of the Resident Evil inspired nature of it. And it starts off pretty strong. Obviously, as you can see, there are some, missing textures and you can see through the map in places. But as an indie developer, I feel like it's fair enough to kind of oversight some of these things. Especially because at the time, I thought this was their first game. But from what I can tell, this game appears to just be an asset flip. I cannot find any original textures in the game, and anything that isn't from other games is AI generated images. Nothing wrong with AI generated images. I know a lot of people cannot hire artists and stuff like that, and this game is a free game that you can even play in the browser. But I just wanted to address that before we went any further. Ah! Oh my god, that's loud. Holy crap, what are you? You're like an anglerfish. That was not what I was expecting. This game being Resident Evil inspired, I figured it would have been more zombie themed at the start, but as you can see from what just happened, I was attacked by these strange looking anglerfish that I believe are a Unity asset. I'll have to double check that. I'll put it on screen if they are. But kind of creepy. Did actually catch me off guard. Was not expecting that whatsoever. It's pretty good. I mean, the atmosphere is pretty great in this game overall. The first thing you're going to notice with this game is just how awfully loud this game is. It is incredibly deafening. I've turned it down on my end so you guys don't get your ears destroyed, but every gun in this game, including the one gun I find later on, just shredded my eardrums. It was purely awful. I really recommend the developer look into putting a sound slider in the settings or some just audio regulation, please, because this is just awful. I had to turn it down on my end, like later in the game, just because I couldn't handle it. This next part, I will give a bit of a warning. I will blur all the footage, but this is something that did actually annoy me a little bit with the game because I felt it was just unnecessary and kind of a bit disgusting, personally. But this is going out directly to the developer. Please do not use real-world footage. The mansion is plastered with footage, images, I should say, of prisoners of the Iraq War and some very horrible photos, including, unfortunately, people who are no longer alive. This is just unnecessary and horrible. Please do not include this in your games. It is disgusting. I blurred everything for you guys, but I was really not okay with this, and this is part of the reason why I've decided to start this series and make this video. I will say, overall, this game is not terrible. It has competent shooting mechanics. I encountered a few little bugs here and there, some enemies not being triggered correctly when I enter rooms. But all in all, I don't think it's a terrible game, especially because they intended to released this on browsers, which you can play this without downloading on itch, like I said. It was completely free. Like, it's very clearly a quick put together job. It's competent. Besides the gripe of the volume and the images included in the game, I don't have anything overly wrong with this game. I think the developer has shown that they know how to make a game quite well. But it does seem like these games are being pumped out by the person or persons that are making this, and just some questionable content put into the game. Overall, I think it's alright. Play it if you want. Like, it's free. It will take maybe 20 minutes of your time, but I I wouldn't be playing another one of their games now, knowing the kind of content they included in this. And this does come at a risk of playing games from itch.io, especially horror games. They've been better at moderating recently, but I will say the whole experience was soured for me by the inclusion of those photos. Hey guys, I just finished editing the footage here. It's about nearly 1 a.m. And I gotta say, it's really soured it for me with these kind of inclusions in the game. I was trying to be redeeming and nice, but it's just not right. Like, regardless of how you feel about those kind of images, and believe me, they're everywhere on the internet, they shouldn't be in games without warning. Like, regardless of if it's meant to be a horror game or not, there is a stark difference between fictional and real life violence. And I don't want to see real life violence or pictures of real life violence in my video games. I know a lot of people don't mind it. A lot of people are probably going to call me a coward or something for making this statement, but it's sick and it's disgusting, and I will never be touching one of your games again. I know that probably doesn't bother you, but yeah, it's disgusting. Anyway, guys, back to the video. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, please give a like and a subscribe if you're not already. And I really do hope you enjoyed. I really want to do this kind of content more. I really enjoy analyzing games more than just playing them these days. I have a few more longer retro reviews on the pipeline, so hopefully you guys are keen for that. And let me know in the comments below if you have any indie game recommendations, any retro game recommendations, anything you really want me to cover on the channel, as I value you guys' opinion a lot more than my own most of the time. So, anyway, guys, thank you again, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.